I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Shit be a shit, dog, I'm cutting the net. I thought I told him I came for my spot.
What it is, fam? Welcome back to I Stay Mad on Purpose podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. I Stay Mad, aka LeVar Green. I'm your host. Man, I want to get on here and talk to you, man. I want to encourage you. I'm here to encourage, here to inspire, and talk to you about life. And I share some stories about some things that have happened in my life and some different principles along the way, man. I just want to see you win. I want to see you win. I want to see you win big. I ask a lot of questions through the podcast because I want us to think. I want us to think about everything we're doing. I want us to think about how to get out of these different ruts. I want us to think about and truly come to understand that, y'all, we are loaded with potential. We are so loaded with potential. There is so much greatness within us. God created us to win this life, to win at this life, and to help a whole lot of folk along the way. So my goal is to, make sure that we all can come to that true understanding and really start winning for real. You know what I mean? And not for play, but for real. So I Stay Mad on Purpose, man. We here. This is presented to you by Activate You, my main company, where we encourage everybody to get active, stay active, and live active. And this message, this mission really for this podcast is we promise to make a decision and make a difference in my life and everybody else's and stay motivated, determine what we do. And that's what we hoping happens for you too. So today we're going to talk about routines. I'm not really a routine person. I've been getting into better routines, but I want to talk about the power of routine and how that can help you really change your direction and what you're trying to do. So where do I start? This is going to be interesting. I was in very good routine mode when I was playing sports, and I feel like I was in a good routine. And y'all, if I have to put my glasses on, it's because I gotta see and read something. But I was in such a good routine because it was kind of implemented for me, for us as athletes, to where you just woke up and you just knew what you had to do. You knew your task at hand. It wasn't that hard to figure that thing out, to just go do it, right? Did pretty good in sports, man. You go ahead and Google your boy. Your boy did some pretty good things up there in Youngstown State, Ohio. You know, Youngstown, the Penguins. But the routine, when you're on a good routine, when I was on a good routine, was very beneficial. I feel like a lot of times that we can get out of a good routine that can mess us up, but also we got to break bad routines. I did a lot of bad routines for a long time. The routines that I consider bad are the ones that cause us distractions, that keep me not focused on what's actually important in life and doing what God has called and made me to do. I consider those things to be bad routines if it's something that keeps me from truly accomplishing what I say I want to accomplish on this planet. So let's look at it. I would go to practice every single day, tired, sick, whatever. Pretty much no questions asked. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say I never complained, because I did before. I complained and didn't really take everything. I took some things for granted. I didn't take everything as a blessing. I didn't look at all the moments because I was always in this rush to get there, trying to get to the league, trying to do all these different things that was like further down the road. So I didn't really enjoy all the moments, but I was in this routine that was very beneficial. As we went to practice, as we watched film, as we lifted weights, we saturated ourselves in things, activities that was going to bring us a return on our investment, potentially, if we put the right amount of investment, effort, everything else, discipline, consistency, all that stuff into it, we were going to see a return on investment. Now, this is the crazy part. The chances of making it to the NFL is like slim to none. Your boy a little vertically challenged, so I don't even know why I didn't consider that, but I thought I was going to get there. But the routine was intact so much that I didn't think about not getting there. The point I'm making, not to share my story about football and all that stuff, is what routine do you currently have that in your mind, your heart of hearts, that you just kind of know it's going to work out? That you just know it's going to work out. Do you currently have a routine right now in your life that you stick to and that you've been doing for quite some time, where it has put you in a mindset to where I know and I feel like this thing just has to work out? But then there's also the other side of the coin, the other side of the spectrum, is what routines have we been giving ourselves to, paying attention to, that also keep us off track, get us off track, put us further and further away from what we really want to do. Like, we have to really pay attention to those routines too, because those truly can kind of mess some things up for us. And I just encourage us to destroy those routines, flat out destroy them. Don't spend too much time or any longer doing those routines because of how much destruction they can bring. I had a terrible routine for such a long time. When computers became more of a thing, laptops and whatever, I was in college in '98, and I gave my attention to stuff on the internet that really was not productive at all. It did nothing for me. It was absolute waste of time, absolute causing just different levels of rebellion against God, and putting myself in situations that was, that could affect me later. Let me just say that. And that routine alone, I wasted hours and hours and hours over my life when I could have been putting my imagination and my thoughts and my time to something way more productive. So that's what I mean by, what routine do we need to absolutely destroy? What routine, whether it's a rebellion against God or not, what thing are we giving ourselves to that really is keeping us from the thing that we say we really want? Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? In life. Have you decided the life that you really want already? Have you thought about the lifestyle that you really want to live? Have you thought about the quality of life that you really want to experience with yourself, with your family, with your friends? Like, how often do you think about that? How often do you really put some thought into, this is what I want? Like, have you gotten a piece of paper, got on your tablet or whatever you kind of take notes at, and write down visions and expectations, goals, short or long, in your life? How often have you sat down and really said, this is what I want out of life? Have you ever done that? It doesn't matter your age. Have you ever sat down and really wondered what you want in life? And that's why I'm talking about routines, because if we don't get ourselves into good routines, then what are we really getting ourselves into? It's almost like you're just wandering through life without task, without a thing to do, without a sense of purpose, direction, and or assignment. So that's why I talk about when I played ball. It's like they had our days scripted for us already. We knew when 6 a.m. training was and what days that was on, and when we had check-ins before class, and we had to do breakfast, and we had to do as you tell, I ain't go to this a lot, but tutoring, extra study courses, film study practices. Like, it was scripted for us. Our day was so scripted, it required no thought. Our day was so scripted that it required no thought. Can you do yourself a favor and get your day to where it's so scripted to get to in a good way, to where it requires no thought? Like, to where you know your life's assignment, when you know your purpose and how much value you have and how much potential that you have in you, can you get to the point of knowing that, to where you wake up daily and you don't have to give it thought to do what you do? Like, you work on yourself. You spend more time developing yourself so you can be a benefit to serving your gift to the world, to making this place a better place, to really connecting with people and putting them, and hopefully putting them in a position, bringing them to a mindset that they were better off, after you than they were before. Like, that's the whole thing, in my opinion. Like, why aren't we trying to connect with each other on such a personal, amazing, beautiful, helpful level as a community, to where, man, we leave this place better than when we saw it? Like, I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like we should want to be able to connect with people and to get so good at what we do that it requires no thought. There were some things on the football field that I didn't have to give it no thought. I just knew what to do. It just happened. I just did it. My body did it. I didn't have to think about doing. It was like see, react, do. You know, you feel almost sometimes and you started to do before even what you saw. That's amazing you get to that point, because I feel like that's that faith, aspect of our lives, is that to be able to know to do something before it happens, to be able to know something's going to happen before you see the evidence and have the evidence. And I believe that's possible. I absolutely believe it's possible. And I feel like when you can get into these routines, good ones, you can start responding to life like with little to no thought, because you just know what to do. I've been in the world of investigations for a long time, and I am good at what I do, which is why I love even life coaching and talking to people about their life and trying to help them figure out the direction, because I just look at it as an investigation. I just really start looking and taking a deep dive into their life almost as if it was a crime scene, and I'm good at it. And I've worked on it. I've taken courses and classes and went to seminars and just spent hours thinking about these things and trying new techniques and tactics, like hours and hours, thousands of hours of training, because I wanted to be good at the thing that I was doing, right? It wasn't that I loved the profession so much, but now I realize, man, God, you even allowed a job to be so beneficial for me to be able to be beneficial for others. Like I love and I thank God, and it's so humbling and honoring when somebody that I was able to kind of connect with in life ends up years later sending a message like, hey man, like you made a difference in my life. Like that wrecks me emotionally, because I'm just honored and thankful that I did. Because I always want to know if what I'm doing matters. Is what I'm doing meaningful? Is what I'm doing in alignment with why I'm on this planet and why I'm taking these breaths and why I'm sucking up oxygen? And I want to make sure that everything I do on this planet matters, to include the family time. I love a good family time night. Like I'm looking forward to this weekend to spend time with the fam, to just enjoy spending time. Like I love my crew. Oh, I love my crew. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time together. And I know I can talk a lot. They be like, oh, you talk about, but my goal, I want to put them even in the best position. I want to put them into such a position mentally and emotionally, financially, and everything, to where, man, they go out here and wreck this world. They do so great that just like the Father and, the Creator is like, I'm so proud of what y'all have done and who y'all become and the connection and everything else. I got to mute this. Like, I want us to win so big, fam. I want you to win so big, which is why I keep doing these things. Like, IStayMad.com, that's our website, right? And I always encourage people to go on there if you got questions, if you need someone to speak to about, like, I don't know what to do next, or what's my life's assignment and purpose. Y'all connect with me. Send me a message. I tell folk all the time, just hit me up. Let's put something on the calendar. Because it's your time, man. Yes, how bad do you want it? Think about it. If you ask God, like, I need to be stronger. Lord, give me strength to make it through this. In order to get strong, guess what has to happen when we think about that just practically in the physical realm, right? You have to start pushing against something that will get you stronger. So this Almighty God hears our inner thoughts and prayers and desires, and little do we know it, sometimes problems, trials, and tribulations are the very things that are growing us, that are helping us reach our full potential, that are helping us truly come to this understanding, into this knowing, into being the person and having the capacity to do the very thing that deep in your heart you want to do, but sometimes we talk ourselves out of it. So the power of a routine, a good routine, can help you out. Wake up and you give it no thought. You just go do, because it's you. Because it's you. God made you to be you. But we got to remove the distractions. We have to remove the things that are bad routines that are keeping us from being the thing and the person that God made us. Like the confused one, the one not knowing their true identity, their authentic selves. Like, God put things in place biologically and just naturally speaking, like, let's rock with what he did. Let's do that. Let's forget what people have said about us and all the negative things that may have happened to us that now have caused us to think in a way about ourselves that we shouldn't. Like, I understand some terrible things have happened to a lot of you and me and us, right? I get it, but don't let that destroy who you truly are. Push past the confusion, the thoughts that are trying to get you to destroy yourself. You are worthy. Like, you have amazing potential inside. Why? Because God created you in his image. God is inside of you. The very essence of the creator wants to rock with you, man. Like, you're an amazing person. You have amazing potential. And you have an amazing opportunity to do something absolutely, yes, amazing on this planet. Get in that routine, the one that's gonna cause you to fly higher. I love when I see birds with their wings just out and catching the wind, and it takes them higher and pushes them to. It's beautiful to see them in flight. And guess what? They're doing what they were made to do. A routine, a good one, and one decision can shift you, can turn you in the direction and get you to the height that you will pass everything you ever thought about. That you go higher than what you thought was the ceiling. That you go further and farther than what you thought the goal was. Like, don't, and I tell myself this all the time, LeVar, don't get so caught up on a destination, because life is ever evolving. You can get better and better and better. You can help countless numbers of people. Listen, this world is so big. There are so many people that need some help and assistance. I should not get to a point where, I felt like I helped everybody. It's impossible. When I leave this planet, because none of us can get out of this life alive, when I leave this planet, I want to die empty. I want to have given all of me to do all of what he created me to do, to help all of you. Every last person that I can help. And I want to remind you that you have greatness in you. But when are you going to come to believe that? When are you going to sit back and now reevaluate or evaluate for the first time, is what I'm doing working? That's an easy question. You know, most of us probably can't give steps to people that is like an absolute foolproof plan for success. Like, you may not be able to think about, if I do this, I'll be successful. But I guarantee, and I bet you can think of this. Can you think about what you can do to destroy your life? I'm stuttering. Can you think about what you could do to absolutely destroy your life? If you can write down a list of things that, if I do these things, this will wreck my life. If you can write that down, here's a good key. And I hate to think about it so negative, but if you can write down the things that you know would destroy your life, then here's the next step. Just don't do those things. Let's take it a step further. Write down the total opposite of what you wrote down of what can destroy me. And look at that list and now start doing those things. For example, if I am wasteful and inattentive with the finances, if I just spend foolishly, that can destroy me and my family. But if I educate myself on finances and save and put money in different places for investments, then that can be something that can lead me to success, right? So even though this right side here that I'm talking about, as far as items of destruction for a personal life, sounds negative, but it can start giving you the clues and the thoughts, the free thoughts and ideas of how to be successful. So start there. Call to action. Write down a list of things that you know that can absolutely destroy your life, and don't do those things. And for those who really want this thing to take it a step further, and write down the total opposites of what you saw over there on another list, and start doing those things that could and will be beneficial to your life. That's it, fam. Let's start there. It's an easy step. Just another reminder, there is greatness in you. God put you on this planet to do some amazing things. You're an amazing person. You're connected to the amazing King, and he's closer than we realize. Come to understand that, receive it and believe it, and go rock this planet, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all y'all helping this channel grow. I really do. Let's go do it, man. We can't get out of this thing alive, so let's go out here and do everything we're made to do. And when we leave empty. Go fly like a bird. They do it because they're made to. So you, go be successful. Go prosper. Go be a blessing, not only to yourself and your family, but others, everybody around you. Stay mad, fam.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Champion shit, dog, I'm cutting the net. I thought I told him I came for my spot.